Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video, and please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I have literally just come off of opening my mystery boxes. I'm still waiting on my Supreme box to come, so definitely stay tuned for that. But in case you missed that, I will of course link that up here for you. The boxes are so good this time around. I really enjoyed them. But for today's video, I finally get to do a tutorial with the beautiful Star Ranch palette. I absolutely love it so far. Now, when I first saw the palette, I was like, oh, really? Another, like, we have so many of these shades, whatever. But after using it, after seeing it in person and really up close swatching it and getting an idea of what the palette consists of, I absolutely love it. So for today's video, what we're gonna be doing is my first tutorial with the Star Ranch palette. Then what we're gonna be doing is a deeper dive into the actual palette itself. I'm gonna show you some up close swatches, give you my idea of if it's worth a purchase for you or not. There are some mystery boxes still available, so you can still snag this up. So guys, definitely stay tuned if you'd love to see a tutorial of this eye look here, as well as learn more about the Star Ranch palette. Let's go. All right guys, let's get started with the tutorial. Now keep in mind, if you want more in-depth thoughts on the palette, stick around till the very end of the video. After I use it, I'm definitely going to be giving you guys my thoughts on everything. But yes, let's jump right in. So the first shade we're going to be going in with, I want to keep today's look really neutral. I am going to be going to a child's birthday party, and like for me personally, I don't like to do like crazy makeup for that, just something nice and sweet and cute. So we're going to be pretty much using these brown tone shades, this beautiful gold and then this brown here. I'm going to take that onto a medium-sized blender. This is my Wayne Goss 17, and we're just going to dip right in here. Okay, so far for fallout, like honestly relatively none. We're just going to start by doing some circular motions. We'll tap first that into place, and then we're just gonna run it through the crease. Oh, it's a lot more cool tone than I was imagining. Pretty, nothing against it, just it looks a lot more cool tone than it is in the pan. So what do you guys think of the brand new palette that just dropped, Pink Religion? I, for one, cannot wait to get my hands on it. It looks so freaking pretty. Like, is it just me? It's like every pink lover's dream. The entire collection looks so freaking good. Those mirrors, like that cathedral stained glass window mirror, I die. I am just continuing with that yak farm shade. I'm switching to the other eye now, and we're just tapping that into place. And also we're using windshield wiper motions and running that through the entire crease. This look, by the way, is super simple, super achievable. If you have this, or really any palette with the neutral tones, you can do this. I'm sure it's been done before, of course. I don't know if you can hear, but there's a lot of construction going on in the house right now. My husband, who usually works Saturdays, is home today. And he wanted to get some stuff done in the house, and I'm not gonna argue with that. Once we've taken that yak farm shade to about here, we're ready to go in with our next color. For that, I'm gonna be switching to a smaller blender. That's my Wayne Goss 19. I am not gonna go, I know you've already heard me talk about these brushes enough, so I'm not gonna talk about them, but look into them. If you're looking for good brushes, if you wanna up your makeup game, it's the #1 way to go. Okay. This color did have a little, I obviously blew it away before I could show you, but it did have a little bit of fallout, but that's typical of these kind of shades. So now what we're gonna do with this shade, we're gonna start at this outer corner here. We're gonna, ooh, that is such a beautiful earthy brown. We're gonna tap that into place. And once that's tapped, we're gonna slightly smudge it out and then take it through that entire crease. If you'll notice, I'm holding the brush at the very end because I feel like this gives you a little less control, and you'd think like, why the hell do I want less control? But it's so that you don't make it too harsh. I feel like this really helps with the blend. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I just posted an unboxing video and you guys really loved it. I unboxed the 3 tiers of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics mystery boxes for this summer. I will link that up here in case you guys didn't catch it, but you loved that video. It did so well, and it like reignited me wanting to film, if that makes sense. I really love when you guys love what I put out, so. All right, we are continuing with that Wyoming shade. This time we're switching to the other eye, and I'm first tapping that here on that outer corner. And once that's tapped, we're doing slight smudgies and then running it through that crease. But yeah, guys, I am so freaking excited for Pink Religion. What are you picking up out of the collection? I am so curious to know. Everything looks so good. That facial spray, like I love a good face spray. And that obviously seems like it's gonna be prettybomb.com. What are you guys picking up from the collection? I'm so curious. Leave it in the comments. And I am just continuing with that Wyoming shade. It is honestly probably, even though Orgy is filled with so many browns, this is probably one of the best browns he's ever done. I'm a very much a warm toned type of girl, especially when I do neutrals. So I found that the Orgy palette, tell me if you felt the same way. I feel like it was really like cool toned nudes, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't really earthy and warm. I really wanted it to be, but I don't feel like it was. What do you guys think about it personally? Do you use your Orgy palette every single day? Once that Wyoming shade is brought to about here, we're gonna dip back in with Yak Farm here. I'm gonna take that onto that initial blender I started with, which was the Wayne Goss 17. And we're gonna lightly dip into that and just brush very lightly over top of everything we just laid down, just to ensure that that blend is there. But yeah, guys, I am so excited to review that for you. I'm so excited to do more tutorials for you guys. I love using fresh new products, and I feel like there hasn't been a lot of fresh new products. We got that Blood Sugar rendition or whatever, but that was all colors we were already used to. I feel like with this new Pink Religion palette that's coming, we're finally getting some new shades to play with. I do see a lot of similarities between some of the current pink shades we have, so I'm really curious to get that really in my face, look at it, analyze it for you guys, and make sure that you're getting your money's worth when you're buying this palette. We don't want duplicate shades, and if you can pull it off with stuff you already have, why wouldn't you? All right, once the eye look is to about here, we're pretty much ready to go in with our cut crease. I know, super simple, but sometimes the more simple looks are honestly so beautiful, and I just really wanted to play with the palette for you guys on camera. So now what I'm gonna do, I have this of course loaded with some Tarte Shape Tape. We are going to stamp this on the eye. We're gonna look up, see where that imprinted, and we're gonna use that as our guide as to where to cut. You'll find when you do this method, it really helps to make the cut creases even on either side. All right, crease is cut, and now we're ready to go in with our shimmer. Of course, we're gonna be using this beautiful gold shade here called Owl Eyes. So stunning. Typically when I go in with a shimmer, I love wetting them because it really brings out that metallicness, but because we're testing out the palette to see how it works, what I'm gonna do is just plain take that onto the brush. That is that same MAC 242, and I've wiped it off. And we are just going to pat this on. Oh yeah, it's such a pretty gold. That is so pretty. I am loving the way that looks. So I am just continuing to pat it on. Now I will say right now, I do think it would look prettier if I wet it. I will say that right now, but that is just my general preference with all shimmers. All right, going in on the other eye now, just patting that onto place. It's official. This is my new favorite gold from the line. I'm serious. I'm obsessed with the way this looks. You know how some gold are just not the right shade? They're too dark, they're too gold. This is one of those colors that you're always gonna like use other palettes, but reach in to use this gold. I sincerely hope the camera is picking up how absolutely gorgeous this gold is. We're going to meld the gold into the brown we originally laid down. We're gonna go back in with the Yak Farm here. What I'm gonna do is take that onto a MAC 235, and then we're just going to stamp just along where we laid down that shimmer and those mattes, and it'll help it look super duper blended. Now I feel like we lost just a little bit of that depth, so we're gonna go back in. This is my Wayne Goss 19. We're gonna go in with this Wyoming shade here, and I'm just going to very lightly just intensify everything. Okay, I'm head over heels in love with this brown. Overall, guys, I was not expecting to like this palette this much, but it is so beautiful. You know a palette is good if you can pull off all of your favorite types of neutral looks using the neutrals. If you know, you know. This one is so pretty. I am loving the way this is looking. As simple as that was, that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow look. What I'm gonna do now is quickly hop off camera. I'm gonna throw on some liner. As always, I'm using my Too Faced Better Than Sex. I will link that down below. All of the products I use, even if I don't mention them, will be linked down below. I'm also going to throw on a pair of Lily lashes. Today, as with every day that I wear lashes, I am wearing Lily lashes in the style Doha. So I'm going to pop those on and I'll be right back and we can do the lower lash line together. Okay guys, I literally just did my entire lower lashes without pressing record. I'm just gonna quickly run through what I did. So I went in with the shade here, Wyoming. I took that onto my MAC 212. This is an amazing tight liner brush. And what I did was I essentially just pat, pat, pat along that lash line. And then I go in with a teeny tiny blender. This is my tried and true Wayne Goss 20. And I just literally smoke that out. So simple, but I love, love, love the way it looks. I am so sorry I didn't record that. Then what I did was I went in with my Nars Boneparte eyeliner. This is the bombest eyeliner ever. Until Jeffree comes out with a nude one, this one holds the cake in my opinion as the best nude eyeliner. So I put that on and then I finished everything with, of course, some F-proof mascara. Love the way this looks on the lower lashes. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for the eye look. Now, I don't know if you noticed something different about me. So typically when I'm doing an eye look, when I'm doing a photo shoot, or I'm gonna be on camera, I love wearing my contacts. This time though, as you can tell, I'm not wearing them. I don't like wearing them out in public. Not only are they slightly uncomfortable, but I just feel like it looks a little bit crazy in person, but the way it translates on film and on camera, So what do you guys think of these natural brown eyes? I am so curious to hear your thoughts. Definitely let me know. Now what I'm gonna do is quickly hop off camera. I'm gonna take these ears off. Then we're gonna go over the actual palette itself, do a little mini review. I'm gonna show you some swatches so you can really see how it looks. And we're gonna talk about if it's worth it for you to buy an entire mystery box just to get this palette. Stay tuned. All right, guys, ears are off and this is the finished look. Honestly, I think we're doing really good for a kid's birthday party. Now let's talk a little bit about this palette itself. So as we know, it's a typical 9-pan palette, so we can guesstimate that it would be worth $28 US, which is what they're typically worth. Now before we delve into the actual palette itself and if it's worth it for you, let's take a look at some swatches up close and personal. So first we have the shade Yak Farm, then we have the shade Owl Eyes, followed by Open Range. Then we have Casper Mountain. Then we have the beautiful earthy color Wyoming. Then we have Star Creek, followed with Old Jeff. Then we have Grand Prismatic. And finally, Winter Wind. So as you can see for yourself, it's an absolutely beautiful palette. When I first looked at it, I was like, I don't really know how I feel about it. It looked a little bit ashy, the colors. I was not thinking it was gonna be as beautiful as it is that when you see it in person, when you swatch all those colors. I love it. The gold in here, I think, is my new favorite JSC gold. I see myself reaching for this all the time. It's absolutely stunning. It looks so beautiful on the eyelid. As you can see for yourself, you saw it in action. I think it's gonna be 10 times more beautiful when I actually wet it and apply it. Can't wait to see that. In terms of the quality of the palette, it's right on par with all of the other JSC palettes. The JSC eyeshadow formula is my favorite on the market. It's what turned me onto the brand to begin with. So I am so happy to say that this is the exact same quality as it usually is. Another quick thing I wanted to mention about the packaging. This is so cool and I wasn't expecting it, but this is completely textured. It almost feels like a piece of wood. It's really giving me ranch vibes. Super on brand. I love it. Jeffree always pays attention to the detail when it comes to packaging, and in my opinion, it always takes the product to the next level. So I absolutely love this. So pretty. In terms of the outside packaging, so cute. The Star Ranch with everything pink. I love this cloud moment going on. It's giving me Drake vibes. If you know, you know. I love this palette. Now keep in mind, this is only available in the premium, the deluxe, and I believe the supreme mystery box. Now, is it worth it to get a whole mystery box just to get the palette? If you're a JSC stan, if you're a collector like I am, I would say absolutely yes, go for it. If not, do I think we've gotten a lot of these colors before from the brand? I really think we have. I could definitely dupe out the colors here with the current palettes that I have from the brand. So is it necessarily worth it if you just want this product? I would say no, but if you're a giant stan, if you love getting the mystery boxes, you will not be disappointed. I am so happy with this palette. I will definitely be reaching in again and doing more looks. Please guys, let me know. Do you want me to do more tutorials with this? I haven't dipped into those blue colors, and you know I love a colorful eye look. Definitely let me know if that would be something you'd be interested in watching. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this little mini review as well as tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a like if you you did, leave me a comment down below. And of course, if you haven't yet, please make sure you're subscribed. It really helps me out when you guys subscribe. And I will catch you on the next video. Bye guys!